Hi you all, thanks for tuning to Gambia Beauty 101. Today I'm going to show you how to get from dark brown, like a level 1, level 2 extensions to a blonde. The first experiment is going to be on High Color by L'Oreal, and this is the Shimmer and Gold. I'm only using one tube. You can get this at Sally's or your beauty supply store. And that is it right there. I'm mixing it with 40 volume. The brand of 40 volume you buy doesn't really matter, but I always go with cream developers when I'm using bleach or any kind of high lift color. When you open it up inside the box, that's where it has all the important directions on if you're using on your natural hair or extensions. It does say the hair is virgin like this that hasn't been colored before to do 20 minutes from the mid shaft down, and then go back another 10 minutes and do the roots. But since this is not a live person, just extensions, you can just use it all through the hair and keep it on for 30 to 40 minutes. The first thing you do is pour it out, and I always try to mix it up just to get it creamier, and then add the developer. It is pretty strong, and with this you don't have to use any kind of bleach. You can always measure, but I always determine by the consistency. Mix it up really good. Make sure you don't have any lumps in there or anything. And again, this is just another way of not using bleach and getting your hair light. It does lighten 4 to 5 levels. And I want this bundle to be blonde, but I'm just pushing for a light brown just in case it doesn't work. I will show you how to get your hair blonde with using bleach, but I just wanted to give you guys another alternative just in case you didn't want to use any kind of bleach. So this is the hair right here, and this hair is from 3H Beauty, Healthy Human Hair 12-inch, and this is the Eurasian straight. So this is the hair right out the packet. It's really healthy. So I always use a little amount at a time just so I won't run out or anything. And when you add the developer, you can tell that the consistency did change color, so don't be worried about that. And I'm really trying to focus more on my ends. If you're ever coloring hair or lifting hair with bleach, always start at the mid shaft going down just in case you run out. I don't really start at the weft. You can just put it on like that. Use the other side. And just try to saturate it as much as possible. This is 12-inch, so if you are trying to color anything over a 14, 16, I would recommend getting 2 bottles of the high lift color. But since I'm just doing one bundle, I think I should be more than good with this one. If you need any more directions, you could just always open up the inside of the box, because the outside doesn't really have detailed instructions on how to process the hair. It does come in reds and other shades, not just blonde or browns. So if you just do it like that, you're not really going to get the bundles that are inside lifted. So after you're doing like that, open it up. And get inside. Get inside. And especially the ends, because the ends of most hair is the poorest area. So they do tend to lighten fast, but just try to get it all in there. And again, I'm going to leave this on for 30 to 40 minutes. If you're using this on your natural hair Always start from the mid shaft going down. The mid shaft is like up to here. Go down and let that process for 30 minutes. If not, you're going to have hot roots. But since this is all going to process at the same time, but there's no body heat to activate the roots, you can go all through there. And then I'll try to go in here. Again, get those ends really good. Then if you have more left over, you can always go and get more closer to the weft area. These wefts are very long and they're really thin. It is double drawn but single wefted wefts. And again, like I said, you have to open it up to really get in there. And just rub it. You don't have to be super neat. Just make sure that you pay attention to the wefts and make sure everything is saturated. That's the key, saturation. It's always better to get more developer or lightener than not having enough. Some people let it process under a hooded dryer, but depending on what brand of color you use, not all color or lightener is able to go under the dryer or able to use heat. If you use Paul Mitchell lightener, they do recommend not to use any kind of heat because it melts. So you will endanger your client and yourself. Just go back in there. All the roots really good. And this is the only thing we have left. So you need the whole box for a bundle. So if you're doing 3 or 4 bundles, you need 3 or 4 boxes. If you're doing a wig, I would recommend getting at least 3 boxes, depending on the length of your unit. So I can tell that it's already working and it's turning light. You can see, it's already getting lighter. The smell is pretty strong, so just keep that in mind. I think this will be really good if your hair is natural and you're worried about changing the texture of your hair. With bleach, this can be another alternative for you. So I think I've got almost all the roots pretty good. Make sure the roots are all saturated. Yeah, so the roots are pretty good. It's not tangling on me or anything. So you can always fold it back like how it was the first time. Fold it back like this. It doesn't have to be spread all the way out. If you have anything left, spread it on like that. I always use foil because it helps it process faster. So there it is. I'm going to come back with the final results, and I will show you how it looks after the 30-minute time span and after it's been shampooed and conditioned. Hold it up like that. Like this. And you can just do it like hot dog style. Inside. Yeah. And just let it process. And I'll be back.